You working out or nah? They ain't send this one out. I think I done figured it out. I think I done figured it out.
Because every time we see him, he's right. Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and
You working out or nah? Are you working out or nah? What up, though? Out the blueness.
Women on the planet, but you'll never know because men are just going to entertain you because you're a woman and you have a. So I spoke about this the other day. The average man, his standards is women are doing everything in real life that they claim they're not doing online. Women are they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're tricking, they're selling themselves, they're giving themselves away for coffee, for attention. Take women and put them in male-dominated environments, and you're going to see the true nature of women. And because men will give anybody attention, right? No matter what they think about you. I spoke about this before. Y'all don't really know how men talk about women. You'll have nicknames. You'll be the ugliest woman on the planet, but you'll never know because men are just going to entertain you because you're a woman and you have a. So I spoke about this the other day. The average man, his standards is what he can get access to. Most men are average and below, and they don't have the luxury of pick, choose, and refuse. So their type is whoever will give them access. This is why I say certain women shouldn't be in certain environments. Like a woman will think that because a man talks to both of us, that we are peers, right? Somebody said to me yesterday that this woman had the confidence that a pretty woman should have. Like, these are the things that men talk about, say about you, but you would be none the wiser. And because they give women a little attention, women think that they're like, you can take the most funny face woman, the most bad built woman, she never got any real attention in the world. Put her in a male dominated environment, and she gonna start feeling herself. Like she cute, like even pretty women. Like just because you pretty, that doesn't mean like there's a lot of goofy pretty women, a lot of socially awkward pretty women.
Man, hey. She is not lying when she say that, bro. It's so many weird, like, that's one thing I realized, bro. Like, just because a woman look good, bro, she could be ditzy, she could be boozy, she could have the personality of a wet dish rag, bro. That fine shit is overrated, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. It's some people that's, man. I mean, one thing about dudes, we gotta be cool. We gotta have charisma. We gotta spit this shit right. We can't mess it up. We can't say the wrong thing. A woman get to just be a 6-year-old and say whatever the hell she want to say, and you just looking like, damn, if you didn't look good, you would be like the most boring and most awkward ass person ever. They get to get away, and ain't nobody check them on it. That's why I'm trying to give y'all niggas the game.
A lot of goofies and cornies that you just happen to be born with.
Man,
who has been in the world,
bro, look,
I'm pre-social media. Women,
I'm running that back. Hold on, I'm running that back. Fuck that.
Women think that they're like, you can take
Listen,
the funny face woman, the most bad built woman. She never got any real attention in the world. Put her in a male dominated environment, and she gonna start feeling herself. Like she
turn me up at the like button, be a participator.
Like,
there you go. Thank
you. That doesn't mean like there's a lot of goofy pretty women, a lot of socially awkward pretty women, a lot of goofies and cornies that you just happen to be born with looks. As somebody who has been in the world,
some of these women personality be hella goofy and hella lame, and it's like when you get with a dude that's cool, like one thing about me, if ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing else about Josh, everybody know I'm cool. Everybody know I'm one of the coolest niggas ever. Like I done actually had niggas tell me, bro, you just so damn cool, bro. So when I get with these women, that's like I'm fine, but I'm finna just say stupid shit. I'm gonna tell jokes and be kind of like being sarcastic and then act like you like. When I get with them, you could just tell. I be looking at some of these women like, so you ain't never even tried to carve out no personality. You don't even care about coming across as a cool person, huh? You just doing whatever you want to do, pretty much. Y'all listen, man.
I'm pre-social media. Women are lying. Everything they claim online in their groups and all that, they're doing it in the real world. And men know this. Women cannot control themselves just like men. It's just that for us, it's easier to get. So when we don't look so desperate as men would. Women have to have things like abstinence and celibacy.
Let me pause her right there, man. If y'all don't know this, I believe her name is Tima from Brooklyn. She has a lot of nice videos, but they're lengthy, just like this one. This one's about 4.5 minutes, so I had to pause it halfway right here. But she's just dropping them. She's dropping bomb at the bomb right here. She has some awareness. Maybe she has a lot of guy friends, and I guess as she says, she's been around. But everything she's saying is absolutely spot on. And I just wanted to get my thoughts out before we play the rest of this video. What she's saying was something that I said the other day when I did a video.
I mean, ladies, imagine getting with a dude. I mean, I know y'all done did it. Y'all done messed with dudes that got money, but they're straight up cornball. Like I done hung around dudes where it's like, you got money, but nigga, you a cornball. And then they throw little lugs, like that's what make it even worse. Like you might be around a dude, he got a little money, but then he throwing little cornball jokes and trying to, man, go pay for this, go do this. Bro, you really think that money make you listen? And that's why I try to stay away from people like that, because then if you say something about it, you a hater. Oh, he mad because I got this money. That's not, bro. It ain't even that, bro. You could be somebody with money and just stay in your lane, bro. But like you say, they be goofy, bro. So you working out or nah? You getting in the gym or nah? You tired of looking flabby or nah? You tired of being overweight? You tired of being too skinny? Or nah, man? You could change it, bro. Don't be scared to get in the gym. Yeah, the gym ain't a quick fix. Yeah, it ain't a microwave. It ain't no microwave pimping. Yeah, you got to really get in there and work out. But it's worth it, cuz I keep telling y'all. In today's society, bro, you got to be a savage, bro. You can't even, man, everybody takers, bro. Everybody trying to win, bro. Even funny shit, bad built ass people think they the shit wearing wigs and all kind of, man, I'm telling you, bro. You got sucker ass niggas up in the morning spamming my chat. You know what I'm saying? On some sucker shit. Do what you do, bro. Don't make me a part of it, you hoe ass nigga. But I'm saying, look, in today's world, bro, you have to be cutthroat in a good way, bro. And keep away with your ism, keep away with your existence, because there's too many people that's ready to sink your battleship and undermine your existence and try to treat you like a sucker. People play front row to sit in your show and act like they too busy, nigga. Hold the tickets, man. Don't sell them to them people that's trying to buy the front row seats like 50 Cent want to buy all the seats and then nobody show up. People want to do that to you. Don't turn off your light. Just dim it around suckers, man, because the world needs you, man. I keep telling y'all, bro. YouTube not sending out my notifications because it's too much. I'm so grateful with this ism, man. And they mad at me, but oh well. The show must carry on. You're gonna get in the gym, you're gonna work out or not. What you gonna do? You gonna keep getting mad at people that's swole? You gonna keep having to have your money? You feel me? I keep telling y'all, bro, being swole today is equivalent to being a bad. It's equivalent to it. Don't let them tell you. Just show up and pose and get yours, dress and finesse, let them do the rest. I've been rapping. You know what I'm saying? I've been yapping and it's making a lot of sense to me, but then it's making a lot of people upset. But one dude walked up to me in the gym, he said, man, I wish you would stop doing what you was doing. I said, man, shit. Sometimes me too, bro, but this all I know. I'm a born winner. This all I know. If you wind me up and let my music play, all I'm gonna play is victory anthems, bro. This is how it's going down, man. And you might need to just, get out of my face. But in today's world, you gotta be a sav, bro. You just got to. I realize it, man. You gotta be a savage. It's a lot of narcissistic energy, a lot of crazy energy out here, bro.
In the mid-2000s, New York rap scene was hot.
We about to go through this.
Dominating with G-Unit. Then there was Dipset, Cameron, Joel Santana, and Jim Jones. And both crews was hot. If you remember Dipset back in the 2000s, Cameron had everybody wearing pink, even though pink wasn't really a masculine color.
He's right, you know.
And of course, there was some underlying competition between the two groups, but it was just what it was. You also had Jadakiss Styles Peak in the Locks and other groups, but we already know what it was about. Who really ran New York and who had the most street credibility? At this time, 50 Cent was clashing with everybody, but we already knew what happened. 50 Cent made a lateral move, went into, films and TV shows. Cameron went into podcasting. Joel Santana, Jim Jones became more of a personality factor. I mean, he dropped an album or so, started calling himself the Capo. But one thing about Jim Jones that was interesting.
Jim Jones, who we all know, he is what we call a senior citizen. Jim Jones, don't beat me up. I will call the police on you. But we just have to be honest. Jim Jones is someone living out a fifth childhood. I don't necessarily mind the drip. I just would hope he would use some Beijing because I think the gray hair peppered around the tight jeans and muscle shirts throws me off.
It's like Jim Jones never grew up. He was like the oldest YN on
this
the
is
block.
True.
But then there were some other shots that came 50 Cent's way.
Let me say this though. Let me say this in defense of the OGs, where people be trying to say we 10-year citizens. People are trying to say, y'all do know we came up in hip hop. Like hip hop is our era. So you got to understand, like the regular OGs that you see that's a little older than us, like they get older and wear like button ups and Dockers and try to wear suits for no reason just to go to the store and all that. That's the older gen, like. Okay, younger generation right now, the 15, 16, 20, up to 30. Like, we not like that. Like, okay, you might see a 40-year-old, a 41, 42, up to like 50. We not like grandma and grandpa in them to a certain degree. We like the last of y'all era. That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand. We're the last of y'all era. Like, when we was younger, we 90s babies. We the first people with pagers and internet. Like, we the beginning of y'all era. So you got to understand that. Y'all be like, you too old. OG, bro. Rap started with us. Like right now, how everybody like, social media is the devil and these new kids, like they were saying that about us in the 80s. This rap music, NWA, they listen to Too Short. And like, so that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We are the pioneers of what y'all doing right now. You know what I'm saying? White, you must be on that white powder, you meant to say. But I'm saying, like, that's what y'all got to understand. Y'all like, OG, sit down, bro. We don't know how to put on some glasses in a suit and just walk around in circles with like a even all over natural, like grandpa and them. Like, that's not our era. If anything, our old school would be like a starter jacket or like our old, like our old school, not Al Green and all of that. Like our old school is like Snoop and Tupac and stuff. So you see what I'm saying? Y'all young kids, y'all asking us to be like grandpa and great grandma and them. We not from their era. We the last of that. Like, we not of that era. When we was y'all age, we was listening to Snoop and Tupac and stuff, and E40 and MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice and New Kids on the Block and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand, like, that's why it's kind of like a disconnect between the OGs of today and these young people, because y'all like, and then y'all want us to get out the way, but y'all music sucks. So part of us sticking around is trying to make sure the art form is still cool, because y'all are horrible. Y'all make horrible decisions. Y'all real emotional. Y'all think y'all know a whole lot and y'all don't. And this new generation got this whole thing where it's like, I think it, and I'm gonna show y'all a prime example of how this new generation, like, we put it like this. Hip hop is like family money in the family, and we try to pass it on to the next generation. We don't feel comfortable handing hip hop over to y'all. We don't. E40 still got a rap. Like, y'all go look at my shorts. I just made a rap. I'm really just rapping. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to rap and get on too. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna do a show. I'll do a. Anybody want to pay me to do a verse? I got bars. Listen to my raps. I can flow. I got it. But I'm really just trying to like keep hip hop from falling all the way off. In a minute, y'all gonna think all you gotta do is have some music and be making facial expressions in the video. In a minute, you know what I'm saying? In a minute, y'all gonna say we ain't even gotta rap no more. We can just play music and smile. And the whole crowd gonna be looking at you smiling, going, look at this, look at him smiling. Like, y'all trying to take hip hop to a whole. So we have to start rapping like, hold on, because y'all trying to make it like he just made a beat and farted. He made a whole album where he farting. And then y'all get mad at people because they don't understand the farts. Like, you don't understand when he farted, he said, and y'all ready to cry and everything. And we like, we gotta save hip hop because it was cultivated by some real, some real ism. Like, it really came from a movement. And y'all trying to destroy it. And y'all destroyed everything else. I ain't gonna lie, y'all youngsters, y'all destroyed everything else. But we gotta stop y'all from destroying hip hop. We don't feel comfortable handing over hip hop to y'all. We just don't. Like, them parents don't feel comfortable handing their money over to their kids, so they'll probably just die with the damn money and give it to some people, give it to a charity. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we can't give hip hop to y'all. Look at where hip hop at right now. Hip hop has never been to the point where we didn't have like 5 good stars. Like, it's never been like that, bro. I don't even know what the hell you talking about, bro. What is you talking about? It ain't never been to the point like right now, NBA Youngboy, I guess J. Cole, I guess. Like, hip hop has always been like Snoop, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, way back in the day, Too Short, MC Hammer. Like, it's always been like some bona fide stars in hip hop. Now you got Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. Do you think in the 90s with Snoop, Tupac, Biggie, Bad Boy, Nas, Mobb Deep, Noriega, like Busta Rhymes, do you think that somebody from another country would have performed at the Super Bowl? Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all have destroyed hip hop, and I even see some youngsters that's like fix it. And YouTube, I don't understand if y'all could take people reporting me, why y'all can't see this dude named Micah spamming my chat? And I got it on subscriber only. So why y'all can't YouTube? I know y'all watching my videos, right? So see this dude named Micah that's spamming my chat and fix him. Slow his channel down. Don't slow my channel down. That's what I'm saying. They got all these apps that make haters shine. Like, you order somebody some DoorDash, you drop their food off, you're a black guy, 5-star rating, he almost killed me. All because you're a black person and somebody got power to hate on you on the app. You didn't got a thing. We gonna have to shut your DoorDash down. Somebody said you almost killed him. You're like, what the fuck? What? You don't even, man. You be doing DoorDash. You don't even know what happened. Same thing with Uber. Uber and DoorDash, y'all have to make some kind of racial line for. You have to have a special unit for black people when they do these apps because there's too many racist people that just have the power to destroy you. I done seen it. I single-handedly got hated off of Uber. Even the Uber people was like, you have a diamond rating. I was like, I know. It was like, so how? I was like, because people that are not black are getting in my car knowing they have the power to destroy somebody's job, and they're doing it. I don't even be knowing what happened. Like, they'd be like, somebody said that you almost killed him, and I'd be like, I have to show them, send them the footage, and they're like, okay, well, damn, you didn't even do nothing. Like, you dropped them off. The ride was only 3 minutes, and you didn't even say nothing, and you just let them out the car. I'm like, so how many of these times do you think this is happening? How often do you think this stuff is happening? Like, just the other day, I dropped some food off. The dude dog damn near killed me. He reported me for being scared of the dog. I said, man, I said, Lord. He reported me for being scared of the dog. I'm going to complain on you for being scared of my big-ass mangy dog that's trying to fight past me. I can't just... And the thing about these dog lovers, I'm not going to say what race they are, but we know what race love their dog and always want you to have an experience with their goddamn dog. Put your dog up. Fuck your dog. You got to say mean shit to him just for the... Like, hey, man, can you put the dog up? No, he's not... I'm not going to just have common sense and come out and close the door. I'm about to do this whole little thing where he's trying to fight past my leg, and he's gonna always get through my leg and jump on top of you. I'm just doing this just to act like I'm trying to hold my dog. Sir, bring your grown ass out of your house and get your food and close the door behind you, or stay in your house and let me drop the food off. This whole dog shit you got going on, bro, fuck you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tell dude the other day, he at the door, big ass dog, bigger than him. He fighting the dog. I said, bro, how about you either close your door and let me drop the food off, or you come all the way out your door and close the door behind you. This whole 50-50, this whole 50-50 where your dog might get out, I don't want to do that. So why don't we just do the he was confused, but I want my dog to attack you so bad. I really want to do this whole thing. I like to see black DoorDashers scared of my dog. I understand that, bro. He act confused. I said, I'm going to go sit in the car real quick and call DoorDash. Well, wait, it's okay, man. I'll close it. Okay, well, just, if you're going to play dumb, I'll play dumber, bro. If you don't know what that means, let me just go sit in the thing real quick, record you trying to hold your dog back. Send it to, like, I know how to deal with y'all now. Don't even get into it with him. I do echo. He's sitting there holding the dog back, looking at me like, what you talking about? I'm going to sit in the car real quick for what it's safe, because, I mean, the dog still can get out while I'm negotiating this shit to you. Well, it's okay, bro. He came out the house, closed the door. Okay, common sense is still an option, bro. It's all, you can always use common sense, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. I know you probably don't use it that much in your life, but I'm old, bro. I'm not gonna live, because so many dogs and got out and jumped on me, and I'm just sitting there looking like, I don't want the dog jumping on me. It could have bit me. Like, what could have happened, dog? Man, I'm sorry about the dog, man. Fuck you, bro. I'm so sorry about the dog, man. Fuck you. I don't even say nothing. When they say I'm sorry about the dog, I just walk off like, man, fuck you, bro. Fuck you and your dog. Not bad. I just had a rant about the dog. But yeah.
I'm Chime, and I cover you up to $200 for groceries. I'm your old bank, and I'm quite robotic. I'm Chime, and
I need that Chime. What the hell is this?
In the mid-2000s, New York rap
There's a lot going on, y'all. You working out or not, man?
With G-Unit. Then there was Dipset, Cameron, Joel Santana.
You working out or not?
Pete and the Locks and other groups. But we already know what it was about. Who really ran New York and who had the most street credibility. At this time, 50 Cent was clashing with everybody, but we already knew what happened. 50 Cent made a lateral move, went into, films and TV shows. Cameron went into podcasting. Joel Santana, well, Jim Jones became more of a personality factor. I mean, he dropped an album or so. He started calling himself the Capo. But one thing about Jim Jones that was interesting.
Jim Jones, who we all know, he is what we call a senior citizen. Jim Jones, don't beat me up. I will call the police on you. But we just have to be honest. Jim Jones is someone living out a fifth childhood. I don't necessarily mind the drip. I just would hope he would use some Beijing, because I think the gray hair peppered around the tight jeans and muscle shirts throws me off.
It's like Jim Jones never grew up. He was like the oldest YN on the block. But then there were some other shots that came 50 Cent's way, and for some people, it kind of came out of nowhere.
You want to do a versus with me right now? Who would you want to do a versus against? Any one of them. Pull it up. New York, I love all my brothers in New York, but you can pull them up, no matter who it is. Full versus style. He don't got enough character. It sounds like he want to do one with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like Jim. Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that. Sir, you need to leave him out of the conversation.
So Jim Jones was so busy talking about the fact
that shit about.
This person don't have the catalog.
You talk that shit about 50 Cent. You brought this on yourself, Jim Jones. You the one that said something about 50 Cent. I'm put on my glasses because I'm feeling kind of studious today. Don't be walking up behind the car, boy. I don't know what you put on my glasses. I'm injured right now, so I had to take myself up. Hey, Jim Jones, you brought this on yourself, bro. You brought this on yourself. And I guess Damn, and that's messed up because you should know 50. I know 50 got a reputation and that people don't want to respect, but I would even feel crazy talking about 50 Cent in my car, and I'm just a YouTuber. I ain't saying I'm scared of 50 Cent, but out of all people, oh, I'm so glad I missed this dude. I'm so glad he leaving now. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't run into this nigga. This boy be talking my ear off. Oh, I'm glad he leaving the gym. I'm glad. I knew it was the reason I was sitting in my damn car. He leaving, thank God. But, yeah, man, Jim, you asked for this. And then the thing about it, Jim Jones, you keep putting out that tough guy energy. If you keep selling tough guy tickets, one day somebody gonna buy that shit. That's how it is. Like tough people, they hella used to walking around and out toughing their way through everything. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Most tough people that walk around with this like I'm tough, you better leave me alone mentality. Most of them people, if you haul off and slap the dog shit out of them, they not gonna know what to do because it's like somebody always having a gun and but ain't never had to use it, but they always been able to punk people with a gun. If they run into somebody else that got a gun that's a shooter that ain't playing, they ain't even gonna know what to do. They gonna grip at the gun, and the shooter gonna start busting. Like not even like you see what I'm saying?
Person will have that. Then it was like, nah, leave him out of the conversation. All kind of other stuff like that. Then in December 2025, we started seeing 50 Cent take some different type of shots.
50 just exposed that Jim Jones doesn't pay his heating bill. He posted a video of Jim eating some food with people, and everybody in there looks cold. He even added wind noises. Jim Jones comes back with the video trying to show off his place. And yes, it still looks cold. He's in a bubble coat and you can see his breath as he's talking. He probably lives there. How are you trying to show off the place and your smoke alarm is going off?
Well, wait, guys. It got worse.
50 Cent posted, and he says these guys are squatters. They owe He alleges they owe $250,000 for the space they're filming their podcast. These are trying to win Best Dressed Award and can't pay their bills.
So 50 Cent was dropping these little hints about, the financial status of Jim Jones, and he has his new podcast that came out. I believe it was almost like in September, something like that. Where it's Jim Jones, Mano, Davies, and Fabulous, and it's called Let's Rap About It Podcast. And again, I like the podcast. They talk about some real stuff, and a lot of these dudes are legends, especially Jim Jones and Fabulous. But it was rumored that this whole podcast studio, they couldn't really pay for it, right? They couldn't really keep the rent, and it was getting cold. But again,
man,
this is just rumors, cold. Though. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can say you're hating, anybody can say that it's not being true. Until we heard this.
When you get signed, the label is like a bank. You aren't on a loan. The money that you get in the deal, you have to pay that money back selling your music. And that $1 million that they give you is typically meant to be spent on making the album.
So that's the Breakfast Club talking about it. This is around the same time. So they only been on a podcast not even that long, and they're already having issues allegedly paying the bills. Now, this is when things get a little interesting because on February 19th, you see this particular video of Jim Jones, walking into what it looks like as an apartment studio, and he can't get in this apartment. And there's an eviction notice on there. That's his name, Joseph Jones. The podcast is in his name, and now everybody's making fun of it, and 50 Cent is making fun of him. And this is the post that 50 Cent made. He said on Instagram, damn, bro, this wouldn't happen if we was friends. Want to be friends? I don't know. Let's rap about it. Now, remember, their podcast is called Let's Rap About It. And that makes it all the way bad because...
Man, 50. Like, it's getting to a point, 50, where it's like, is this a distraction, man? Like, because you so diabolical. The stuff that you're doing is so crazy. You doing some real messed up stuff, bro. Like, I don't think people be really... 50 didn't kind of brainwash us into believing that the stuff he doing to people is like entertainment, but 50 be doing some real harsh stuff to people. Like when he just got rid of Meech's son and cut him off from a whole show. Like that was kind of messed up. Then, you know, Diddy in trouble. You make a documentary that could possibly get him more time in prison. That's kind of messed up, man. Like now you got Jim Jones really on camera trying to kick his door down. And this ain't acting. He really out of breath. Really, in real life, this is Jim Jones not being the capo. Jim Jones wasn't even dressed up. You know, like whatever you see Jim Jones not dressed up, shit is real. Jim Jones just had on a hoodie and some. Whenever you see stuff like that, it's not acting. Like 50, you really out here hurting people, bro. And you got a son out there, you better be careful because I guarantee, boy, they got money on your son, boy. I'm just being honest, bro. And then you don't even rock with your son? 50, that's what I be trying to tell people. I don't think people understand. I ain't gonna say 50 is really evil in real life, but like, especially when it comes to New York, he has a vendetta against New York because New York hated on him coming out when he was younger. They try to get him whacked and everything. So he never, whenever somebody try to kill you, you never forget that. And I just think 50, you know, like this is the thing about it. In the 90s, it was rumors about this rapper named 50 that's trying to get out and everybody blackballing him. Like I gotta give you 50 Cent's story. When 50, I had a partner named Jahan. Shout out to my boy Jahan. He was up on the mixtapes. And he's always like, this dude named 50 Cent. This dude named 50 Cent. And this was like, I didn't even know who 50 Cent was. But my partner Jahan, he's from the East Coast. But no, he was from Chicago. But he knew about 50 Cent. And he was like, man, I'm telling you, it's this rapper named 50 Cent, 50 Cent. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, until then, Dipset is out, you know, Ja Rule is out, these other people are out, and, you know, Big Pun is out. It's a bunch of good people out right now, bro. Why you keep talking about this dude named 50 Cent? Like, I'm telling you, because he like Tupac from New York. Like, I'm telling you, I wish I can get Jahan. This is when we both was hella young. I think we was like 18, 19. Jahan kept telling you, man, and he would let me hear 50 Cent on the mixtape, and I would hear 50 Cent, and I would be like, he dope, but like 50 Cent wasn't hella lyrical, so I never understood why my boy Jahan loved 50 Cent so much. This was like, go look up 50 Cent and ANTICS. He had did a feature with ANTICS. That's how old it was. He did a feature with ANTICS, and everybody's like, man, 50 Cent actually got on a song with somebody. So there's like, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand about 50 Cent. He was the boogeyman of hip hop. Like, it's a rumor that he got Jam Master Jay killed just so he can get out the contract. It's a rumor about 50 Cent. That's why he got shot up, because it's a rumor that he got Jam Master Jay shot up. So that's why 50 got shot up. Something like that. But 50 was trying to get on, and he had made a song called How to Rob, and it was he talked shit about everybody in New York. In a bad way, too. Like, not in a way where I'm playing around. Like, they was blackballing 50 Cent. So 50 always have been and going against New York. 50 has been like this from day one. That's why when people try to pick beefs and stuff like that, it's like, you trying to be like 50 Cent, because 50 Cent don't believe in not having no beef with nobody. 50 Cent is going to beef with people all day. He came in the game. 50 came in the game dissing Ja Rule. His first song was a diss song. Like 50 came, that's why people loved him so much. He came in the game dissing people. And 2026, you got people kicking on their door, trying to get in their door, and it ain't cool, man. So yeah, man, I'm about to go in this gym and finish up. I'm on the injured list right now. But y'all go run up. Y'all please go run up. Matter of fact, let me look at the rest of this though. Y'all go run up my shorts, my videos. Let me see, did they send a notification out? Did they? I just heard something.
Their podcast is called Let's
Rap
Rap About It. And that makes it all the way bad, because you guys get evicted on this podcast, and you got dudes on the podcast that's like legendary rappers. I mean, may know not know Punk. I love Dave East, to be honest. He got some good stuff. So Jim Jones may know Dave East and Fabulous. None of y'all got the money to make this podcast go. And again, with you guys being in the industry, you probably got to understand that you're getting some kind of funding for this podcast. You probably got some level of sponsors on this podcast, and you guys can't really shoot the podcast. Now, Jim Jones, he would respond with the Kung Fu Jim No Lock Doors LOL post, which is corny in its own right. But all of this is really about, the financial health of these so-called rappers, right? And a lot of people really think that these rappers have a lot of money, that these rappers are doing very well. But the reality is, when it comes to entertainers,
they gave $100,000 to damn near 100 people. Right. And nobody don't even know what to do with it, the next step to do with it. Only thing they know how to do is spend it. Only thing I knew how to do is spend it or buy some drugs.
The reality is that most of these guys who have these legendary names, in the music industry, in the rap industry, especially if they've been out for a long time, a lot of these guys have not been able to transition. Like 50 Cent has transitioned, like, T.I. has transitioned. I mean, they have a name in the industry, but after a while, you stop getting free stuff. After a while, you got to go out there and impress people. And so that's when your business savvy has to come on. You got to invest your money. You can't be just having all the jewels. You can't be immature like Jim Jones at 49, still dressing like you're 20 and acting like you're 20. Because what does that do? That gets your ass kicked out and evicted.
Damn.
This happens a lot, family, to be honest. And I'm going to be real. DJ Academic said it the best. He said, listen, I'm going to have more money than all you rappers because I get paid a lot of money just talking about you rappers. And it doesn't really matter, because you guys fall in and fall off. So I'm always going to get paid. And I can probably attest to that. Just covering celebrities every day probably can get somebody like me more money steadily than celebrities. Because the thing about, these guys here, if they don't have an album and they got to get fronted.
Look, I can tell you that just from me. Look, like, for instance, I'm a YouTuber, right? I've been trying. I was a rapper back in the day, but I was a rapper and I wasn't a YouTuber. Like, I guarantee if I would have tried to put out some music back then when I was just a rapper, it wouldn't have got that many views. Now I'm a YouTuber. I got a little traction, and I got the same talent. Now I put my raps out, and people are like, "Oh, that's dope. That's cool." Like, because I got a little following, a little traction already. But if I wasn't a YouTuber, people would have saw the rapping and been like, "Oh, he's trying to make it. I can control his destiny by hitting the like button or not." But people see I'm a YouTuber, it's like, "Oh, people gonna like it anyway because he's a YouTuber." So it's true what he's saying, bro. Like for instance, it's a lot of people when I was rapping back in the day. When I first tried to be a rapper, it was a lot of peers, a lot of people that was playing keep away with the shine. They wouldn't put me on. They was scared of me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't show love with the rap. But they was hot at the time. They was getting photo shoots, videos. They was doing hella stuff. And it's like, I wasn't doing nothing. I was a full-time barber, but they was like, I'm not gonna give you no shine because I know you good. So what I did was I waited, chilled out, and now it's my turn. And yeah, like now I'm on. And it's crazy how stuff is, bro. Like, it's true with what he's saying. It's absolutely true. Like, you see more rappers switching over to being YouTubers. And what's so crazy is I told people from the gate. I told people that was rapping. I was like, niggas that was rapping that I felt like I shouldn't even gave no advice to because they didn't show no love with the time when they got it. I was like, hey, why don't you try being a YouTuber and then you could like backdoor the game and be a rapper and people gonna like your music just because you're a YouTuber. Oh man, YouTube shouldn't talking to a camera. That's when YouTube wasn't that big. Now it's like, damn. I did a rap the other day. It got 10 shares. Let me show you.
Here, if they don't have an album and they got 10
shares.
This money, like Lizzo was saying, that money may last here and there. Brand deals may last here and there. Brands, they can only spend money a certain amount of time. You have to also create your own money, and then that means that you got to actually be good in business. You got to have good business partners. You got to deliver on what you say you're going to deliver. For many guys, that's really hard, right? Because, just getting money and getting a check and then buying whatever you want, and then satisfying a customer base year in and year out, in working the business every day. And some people can do it when they have the right folks, like Shaquille O'Neal. Some people like Rick Ross. But almost every guy don't have that discipline or financial education or, be able to translate like that. And so now you're 49 and you're still covering ground and you're getting evicted because you don't have the money. And again, a lot of this happens every day. There's so many celebrities that overspend thinking the money's going to be the same way. And then they have this conversation about who really runs New York and you dudes scared of me. You dudes don't want to, box and all this stuff. But they be really down bad and don't have money. It just goes to show you that, rapping will get you in, but it won't keep you. And all that you do, you got to keep impressing people. A lot of the guys get real big headed. I even see it with YouTubers. And, you're popular in the 2000s, but as you get older, it's harder to reach that audience. So you got to go into, producing. The industry changes. So people are making money in a different way than you did. And if you don't want to change your ways, you're kind of out of the industry. And if you don't impress people in today's world, you're out of the industry. Things are just so much different than it was before. And you really, really, really got to stay on top. And you really got to make these transitions. Like Cameron and Mace made the transition. Like so many other guys made the transition.
Look, this is true because, look, I'm going to say this. In my prime, a lot of people were scared of me and scared to even do anything with me. They didn't want to rap with me. They didn't want to cut hair with me. Nobody wanted to do nothing with me. Everybody, I got froze out of everything. Nobody, like right now, I don't have probably one family member that share any one of my videos or anything. They got older and they still got the same mentality they had when we was younger. But the thing is, like, now I got a bunch of youngsters. See what I'm saying? See how he said that they get older and they don't keep up with the times and they fizzle out? See, what I did was I gave up on my era because I realized they were so terrified of helping me. So I was like, okay, look, or even supporting me, even giving me validation. They was terrified of even saying, hey, you're good at this. So it's like, I just waited on the next generation. The next generation, like, damn, who OG know how to draw. That nigga lift weights, he rap with it. People that don't know you is going to help you the most. So I got people I got people of my same age. This is the best thing about YouTube. And I can make a video about the best thing about YouTube. The best thing about YouTube now is that I got peers and I got people my age. I might meet somebody my age that's from New York, New Hampshire, New Orleans that don't even know me. And they like, damn, wait a minute. We're in our 40s, but bro, how didn't you make it? You doing all this shit. And I'm like, because I was around a bunch of diabolical haters that ain't doing shit right now as far as creativeness. As far as like rapping or being creative, and they might have a good 9-to-5 or they ready to retire and all that. That's cool. But ain't nobody being creative, nigga. Ain't nobody really living like they want to live as far as being a creator. But I paid the price. See, I paid the price to be a creator. So that's the thing. Like, I paid the price to get to where I'm at now. Now I got almost 10 million views on YouTube, but I had to ball up and die a bunch of times. But yeah, man, like, I waited on this next generation. Like, so now younger people show me the most. Like I'm talking about, I look at my YouTube channel, I got the same amount of percentage 28-year-olds, 18-year-olds that I do as the older people. So like the youngsters, I got a whole generation up under me that's like, damn, OG is a Renaissance man. Like even when I go in here, I'm swoller than people that's 30, 25 years old. I'm way more stronger than all of them. So they coming up to me like, hey, bro, I don't care how old you. Like people come at me like OG. But it's like for the most part, then I look young for my age too. And I got froze out of my opportunities, man. Like, I didn't get a chance to be a youngster, bro. I jumped out there early and tried to go out on a limb and be an independent contractor on my own. And I got a little bit of support, but it was like, yeah. Now, I got it. Now, all I got to do now, you get to different stages in life and you got to kind of wake your game up and kind of adjust it. Now, the main thing I got to watch out for now is people wanting to like destroy me. Now, my main goal now is keeping people away from me that want to destroy me. Because believe it or not, a lot of people want to be creative, man. People are jealous of people that's living life how they want to live it. So my main thing now is just hater prevention. You know, I told you I had made friends with some little dude. That nigga lost his mind and wanted to fight me in 2 days, and I just said, yeah, I don't want no friends, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all don't make me do something to one of y'all because I ain't finna keep going through all that. But it's time to go in here, shorter day, Let's go. I appreciate y'all. And then send out the notification.